Hello, fellow Guardians, and welcome back to Destiny 2. I am Captain Crash, and today I will be showing you some Dares of Eternity.
Dares of Eternity.
Now, once you've loaded in, it's going to immediately take you to this room where you launch through this space portal down to this area below, where you're just going to have to kill a small grouping of the Fallen. And once they're dead, this kind of wheel button is going to show up. You need to press it and watch as the wheel spins. It's going to spin around just a few times until eventually it lands on one of the symbols representing each of the different races within Destiny 2. In this case, we got the Fallen. And the first wave, when they spawn, is always just going to be a kill 'em all kind of wave. There's just going to be a few big baddies and a whole bunch of little guys that you just have to run around and kill. And once that is done and it gives you the objective completed, it's going to go around and it's going to give you a sort of puzzle phase in this Games of Eternity that's kind of playing out as a game show for the Cosmic Horse. So there'll be, in this case with the Fallen, there'll just be a big group of Fallen that you just have to murder. And once they're murdered, you just have to throw these little ball things at the bigger ball thing. And no matter which one of the races that you end up rolling, it's all going to follow kind of the same pattern where it's going to be a wave where you kill some people and a wave where you just have to complete a little puzzle. It's usually a very simple puzzle that you just have to do twice. I know for the Fallen, it's actually you just sit on the mines, like we've all seen that in Destiny 2 before, and then the boss phase is just a boss surrounded by the mines, and you don't even really have to defuse them, you just have to kill the boss. Yeah, and once that's done, once you do it twice, it's going to give you a weird sound, and then you're going to run on over to this area right here, and that is actually a launcher. When you step between it, it's going to launch you up at that thing. You can go through the top, you can go through the bottom. In this case, we're going to want to go through the top, and if you time it properly,
Eternity obstacle course.
expert video, like the video. Now, if you do miss, you can run all the way back. You have time for one run back, and then you can do it again. And this time, of course, you can time it properly. Yes, timing it properly. Oh, here we go. Anyways, if you time it properly, you get to go through this top part here, and what we want to do is actually just get to right past this where it's this little spinny things and this moving, because when you get to right here, you're going to get a buff called the Star Horse's Favor. Now this is a most lovely buff, and what it does is it recharges your heavy ammo automatically. Where just about every 4 seconds it just will spontaneously give you rounds. It's amazing. And you see here, there's the wheel again. You spin it, it lands on one of the species types, and just like before, it's going to go into a cycle where the first cycle is literally just murder everything. How anything is left in the Destiny universe is beyond me. Remember that you have infinite heavy ammo. Pull out your yellow horn and just go ham. And after you're done slaughtering the innocent, it's going to give you a checkpoint, and it's just going to be another wave, but this time they're going to introduce a small mechanic. And in this case, I also rolled the Taken again. So it is the same exact thing as it was before, where a giant Minotaur is going to spawn, he's going to drop little orbs, and then I'm going to throw them up at the blight that spawns at the top. And of course, after you throw them up there, you're going to have to do it again. Imagine that. There's no way in Destiny 2 you just have to do the same thing over again. No, but anyways, we have infinite rocket launcher ammo. So we're just going to run around, throw some little blight balls, and infinitely Gjallarhorn out of everything. And then after you're done doing that, it's going to be the boss phase. And the boss phase is actually kind of the same for all of them. You kind of is kill something, and then these little balls will show up, and you have to throw them at the boss to destroy his shield. And then you can start damaging. There are some slight variations where I think one of them you have to stand in a circle after you kill the bad guy, and then you can only damage him from that circle. It's all mechanics we've seen in Destiny 2 before. You just have to murder the boss. There we go. And once he's murdered, you see these 3 little discs that are on the ground. Each one corresponds again to each of the species that's in the game. And you just kind of have to guess and stand on one. And if you get it right, it looks like confetti will shoot up above you, and the door will open to the direction that you are standing. And it's actually really cool because if you stand and guess which species correctly, it gives you the Star Horse favor for the final boss phase. And it's just amazing. Infinite rocket launcher ammo. It's just, you can't beat it, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you don't guess the correct circle to stand on, it's going to give you a gross little sound, and it's going to give you a negative debuff for like 30 seconds. It doesn't actually really matter at all. What it does is it stops your super from charging for the next 30 seconds, but it takes you so long to get to the boss fight that it doesn't really affect anything at all. So anyways, you can just run straight through another one of those puzzles. This time it doesn't matter if you fall down or if you stay up on the top half of the puzzle. Yeah, nothing happens at all. You just end up at the boss fight regardless. And the boss fights usually go with, damage him, he puts up a shield, you do a small buff or a small debuff, and then you can hurt him again. In this case, this guy's just has a shield around him. You just have to murder everything and wave until his shield comes down. You actually have to kill all of the champions that show up. There's 2, one that's just on each side. There's one. And once they're all assassinated, his shield will drop, and then you can just let him have it. Murder, murder, murder. He'll teleport around. You still have infinite ammo. Okay, and after a while, if you don't kill him during the first phase, you'll just have to do it again. His shield will go back up, and then everything will spawn. And then once you kill all of everything again, he will be able to be murdered. And that's going to be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, a follow, maybe even subscribe if you're one of those amazing people. Grab your prize from the Magic Space Horse, and leave a comment down below about what kind of content you'd like to see in the future, and I will see you in the next one.